Hey, welcome. This is Tom Sinclair coming to you. Uh-oh, look out. What's going on here? There we go. We got that. Boy, I tell you what, everything happens faster at speed. Hey, welcome to Streaming Idiots. This is kind of an impromptu show from the back seat of a car flying down the Interstate 81 in Virginia. And see if we can't get you a little side view here. And we had hoped to show you the Smoky Mountains there in the edge, but we were either ahead of schedule or behind schedule, and we haven't seen them yet. So we'll keep an eye out there. If we see something pretty, we'll make sure that you see it too. I am delighted and excited to be with you today. Sorry for the bad backlighting. You know, that's one of the things that I do tell the folks when I have them on my show. You know, whatever you do, don't play with. Don't put a window behind you. But when you're in a car, you really don't have much choice. So I apologize for that. But I really am excited about the release of vMix, the new 20.0.0.42 last night. There is so many great new features in this that we're going to have fun unpacking. Probably the biggest thing is the support for VST 3. And that's going to be your 64-bit audio plugins. And it just, you know, something that the audio folks have been after for a while, saying, please, please, please. And Martin has said, well, maybe I can do it. Maybe. Anyway, he figured out, you know, Martin, he's going to figure it out. And he did figure it out. So there are all sorts of cool plugins, audio plugins for audio effects that you can put in now. They demoed one last night that was, I guess, just a reverb, some sort of echo effect. And Seth was talking in the Streaming Idiots group last night about one that basically is, I guess, sort of a super gate that keeps your audio from going too high, but he said it also keeps it from going too low. So it'll be interesting to see how something like that it gets used. I can't wait to download and try one of the plugins myself, because sometimes audio is a pain. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Sometimes it is trouble. Another big little feature, I mean, all these were supposedly little features, but they added support in the vMix social for the YouTube chat. So apparently they've been able to open up the YouTube API a little bit. And let me see if I can shift positions here. If that doesn't help the camera just a little bit. There we go. And so now you can use vMix Social to integrate the YouTube chat in with your lower thirds down here. So that's going to be great and fun to play with in the future too. Other minor things, they added some additional destinations in the streamer. They added the restream.io. They added, which actually we're using today. So I guess we are using a vMix 42 feature. We're using restream.io to restream this to YouTube and to Periscope. So I want to give a shout out to all our Periscope watchers, viewers today. And we thought that would be a little bit more tolerant of perhaps the intermittent internet that we might have while traveling through the mountains. But in addition to that, they also added support for Vimeo and Ministerio TV. And then Facebook Live will now use the previous settings automatically. You don't have to re-enter those. So that's going to be pretty good. Whoops, my duct tape is falling down here. You know how it is when you're didn't have any gaffer's tape. You now can have custom colors that are saved in the color dialog, and in the title editor. You've got basic support for photos added to the list input, and some new shortcuts. You've got replay play all events, replay play all events to output, audio plug-in show, on, off, and on, off. video call, audio source, video call, video source, set volume, channel mixer, to name a few. And then there's some new activators, and then there's some fixes, an incorrect replay recording time, an animated XAML setting not being saved, a YouTube stream now not detecting the stream in rare cases, surround sound mapping in some video formats, and some MP4 videos not playing from the beginning, so a little bit of cleanup there. But suffice to say that, you know, for folks in the audio world, the release of vMix support for VST3 is going to be pretty huge, and so I think we will find that vMix will continue. I mean, it's already begun that way, but it will continue to become stronger and stronger in the audio field as we, I feel like we're on a train here, just bouncing along the tracks. As folks begin to explore using the audio mixer features in vMix and be able to add a plug-in to any particular channel. So that's going to be really, really neat, and we'll do some experimentation with that, and we'll do some demos, and maybe even a tutorial or two. And let's see, what else have we got here? Check. They're asking us to bump the mic up again, bump the gain up a bit, so let's try that. We are tell you a little bit about the setup today. Is that too much gain? That might be just a tad too much. We're using our Asus G751JT, which is an i7, 16 gigs of RAM, I think it's maybe a 250 solid state solid state drive, and a terabyte hard drive as the backup. We're streaming using my Verizon Samsung Galaxy that's tethered to the laptop. I was hoping that might be the best way to do that. We're streaming 480 at 1 megabit, and I see the stream has gone yellow again, so that may mean that we're not even streaming 480 at 1 megabit. If you're watching us after the fact, you're not having to deal with the intermittent stream that the folks watching live are, and I appreciate all of you that have popped in to watch us after the fact. I appreciate that. As you recall from previous shows, that this is a giant infomercial for my company, Eastern Shore Broadcasting. Hopefully a lot more info than commercial, but we are vMix resellers, and we also represent PTZ Optics, Magewell, Marshall Cameras, PI Engineering, which are the X-Key folks, to name a few. We also design and build custom streaming PCs for folks that are in the streaming business and ready to move on to the next level. So that's kind of our bread and butter. And then, of course, Streaming Idiots is what we get to do for fun. And it looks like the stream's going straight red again, so that's a good sign that we are on the mark. Amnon says, didn't I tell you not to drive and stream? Yeah, one day, I don't think I'll ever try that. I don't think I'll ever try that. We did have our first meeting of the live streaming rookies introduction to live streaming class this past Tuesday. It was very well received. We did a 3 p.m. session and then repeated that again at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and since then I've had a couple other folks add to the class. We've taken a week off for the holiday, and we'll restart the class next Tuesday. That will be on the the 28th, I think. We still have 2 seats left in the class, so if you're interested in catching up with us, we would be delighted to have you. Just go to streamingidiots.com, go to the store, and in the store you'll see the live streaming rookies class, and you can sign up. In this kind of our beta test of the live streaming rookies class, we're selling it for 50% off. So instead of $99, it will be $49.95, or really $49.94, I think. Anyway, And so that'll start again on next Tuesday. You can sign up now for that. We will be offering Black Friday specials. Somebody twisted my arm on that. And if you would like the Black Friday specials, no, that we're not going to hit that truck. Okay. It's a trade-off. Send me your email address by email, tom@easternshorebroadcasting.com, or reach out to me on Facebook in the Streaming Idiots group. Send me your email. I'll trade you the email for a list. We've got some really spectacular deals, and we'll be adding to those. And those deals, anyway, shouldn't be looking ahead. Those deals will start immediately and be available until Cyber Monday. So you'll have some time to scrape together some nickels and dimes if that's something you want to give yourself for Christmas. Let's see what else is coming up. If you haven't already, don't forget to make your reservations for NAB coming up in April. Don't worry about the NAB reservation, but you do need to get your hotel reservation because they are selling out at a pace that seems to be faster than last year. And of course, we will have a Streaming Idiots meetup at NAB on the 2nd. Check, check. There we go. Now we're back. Sorry about that. Lost audio at some point there. Not sure when that might have been. Yeah, it wasn't the switch. The switch. Actually, I've had my thumb on the switch the whole time just to make sure I didn't turn it off. The sessions, Kenny's asking in the chat room about the live streaming rookies. The sessions go about 90 minutes each time, and each session is divided up into 2 presentations. And so we'll do a presentation for about 20 minutes, sometimes a little longer, just depends, and then go into question and answer and discussion. We've been using Zoom to do that, and then recording it, of course. And Zoom is a great format, and that way we get a lot of good discussion, and sometimes the best. I mean, as you know from the Streaming Idiots show, where the post show sometimes is even better than the show, because there's a lot more interaction, and that's the beauty of the discussion time and the question and answer time, is that people are asking questions that other people are having too, and so we get some great discussion back and forth to figure out just Okay, yeah, we got it back again. Not sure what's happening. I'm getting a little low on battery. That may be part of it. I actually plugged into the power inverter here in the car, but seems to have an intermittent connection on that one. So let's see what we got battery-wise here. Yeah, 19%. So we're not gonna last much longer. So we'll have to end this show again. Let's see. Sound back. No audio again. Did we lose audio again that quickly? No, I think I still see it going. Anyway, so this is the experiment of using, an actual mic, multiple cameras, here in a portable audio format. We're using the two Logitech C920s, the ATR 2100. It's all coming to you through Verizon's my Galaxy cell phone tethered to the laptop, which is about ready to run out of battery. So before we just run out, we're going to say sayonara. Thanks so much for tuning in. For Kenny and Dave and Amnon and Martin, Peter and Kent, Rich and a guest and Tommy and Rudy and all of those folks. So glad and so appreciative of you for tuning in today in our our jaunt across the countryside here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And we will catch you. We will catch you next time. Thanks.